everything God does is amazing.
Sorry, Divine made me laugh in the chat. He said,
What does he
bro,
say?
getting her to say her stance for the 45th time.
Yeah, I'm just making sure so you can't like try and run out of it because this frequently happens amongst theists. They
Does
get
it
caught up in
frequently
the
happen when people give you hypotheticals too?
I mean, your hypotheticals were just silly. Like usually hypotheticals are kind of like analogies. They're kind of like just drawing it to a little extreme just to, it show the absurdity in your view. But, yours is just like, it's not even a hypothetical at that point. It's just a made up scenario that would never happen. But anyways, should I do this to you? Okay, I'm gonna do it anyways. I don't care. Anyways, you love God, right?
Yeah, what do you want with this? Like, hurry up. Is it justify that God did certain things? What do you want?
Yeah, no, yeah. Unfortunately, your God kind of unalived quite a few children. It's not very
Yeah, I've had this
pro-life.
conversation already. Like, this is nothing new.
Oh, it isn't? Okay, so how do you reconcile that with your, pro-life attitude? We can't unalive innocent people and then your God just unalives like everyone. Flood the world. How do you like reconcile that? I'm curious. It's kind of contradictory.
What's the contradiction?
Okay, well, I guess it's just so morally deplorable. How do you like live knowing that you support that?
Not Divine saying you need to tag in on the God topic. No, I just wanted you to hang out. We can, whatever.
God damn it.
So, yeah, obviously there's justification in one, there's not justification in another.
Ooh, justification for God?
Yeah. Look, I don't even, you're going to get me to say some crazy shit on this live. I actually don't care. God can do whatever he wants. I do not care.
I didn't want you to pull you into a debate that you weren't exactly ready for. That was a bit mean.
No, it's not that I'm not ready for it. I just don't care. Like, I don't have, like, I don't care about optics. Like, I don't care.
Okay. Wow, you seem to care.
You're like, oh, should we force people to stay pregnant? Yes. Was God justified? Yes. Like, yes.
Okay, it's just you seem to care a lot about innocent life when it's the case of women who have to not allowed to get abortions, but when your God just wipes the whole planet in a flood, that life doesn't matter. It's okay.
God's justified, not a bunch of whores. Oh, sorry.
Oh dear, come on now. Like,
sorry,
you're doing so well. You're doing so well at hiding your misogyny, and then now you just let it show.
I'm kidding.
Okay, you're kidding. Sure. Damn it, he left. Ugh. We'll get him next time. From that Nessus. Good Lord, that dude, I don't like him.
Dude.
Lord. Do you know who he is? Frona Nessus with the shark profile picture.
Oh, he was in the request?
Yes.
That shark, I don't think he really likes me, but if he doesn't like you, he might have been.
Bro, he was such a clown on one of my lives. This dude was dancing. Yo, it was crazy. It was goddamn crazy.
Oh, okay.
Internalized misogyny is so disappointing. You in the US? You in the US?
Someone said, Glock, you can't sit with us. Girl, I don't even want to sit with y'all. Anyway. W Trump, W new president, let's go.
W the man with 34 felonies.
That's right.
That's right. That's crazy. I'm still curious as to where he had the time to commit that many felonies. Good enough. You think at 10 he'd be like, that's enough. Nope, 34. He's catching them like Pokemon. God damn it. It's okay. And also the man who unfortunately kind of raped a woman, E. Jean Carroll.
No, Jacob, I'm just kidding, Jacob. Sorry, I'm reading the chat.
Yeah, sorry. No, I just mentioned how he kind of...
the debate is over, so I don't care about looking good, by the way. Everyone's like freaking out.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of like, we're just kind of like talking. But, no, yeah, so yeah, no, you do know that about the stuff he did, and you're in the USA? Are you in the USA?
Yeah, to be fair, I'm kind of I don't care about politics, so just put that out there.
Did you vote?
I did vote.
Okay, so, we probably know who you voted for, but, okay.
Why
did you vote him then? If you don't care about politics and you just voted blindly, you just did a 50-50 coin toss?
When I say I don't care about politics, I mean, like, I'm not sitting here like Dean and Parker just debating econ and random policies and shit. Like, that's boring. I'm not completely uneducated, but...
Fair enough. So you're uneducated, but yeah, okay.
Didn't say that. Didn't say
But
that.
that is the issue in the U.S. But hey, I'm not in the U.S.
Wait,
So
is Divine in the request?
I don't. He's. I mean, I don't know if he's still. He was in the stream, but then he kind of, I guess.
Yeah, he just asked me if I asked you, I
Oh
said
no,
past
he's in the
sentence.
request. He's in the request. Let me add him on. Let me add him on.
Hey, Divine.
Hey, buddy.
I'm a bit confused because, like, is this like a debate or just like an
It
interview
was
at this
the debate,
point?
and then we kind
An
of
interview.
Yeah, it seems like I'm watching some kind of like, I don't know, like A Train's trying to.
I'm just trying to get a more because I was meant to debate a while back, but obviously I didn't. So I'm just kind of curious about our worldview, West, and comparing it to other theists like you and whoever else, like Q-Top. Didn't he?
You just compared me to. Okay, so you're gonna compare me to. Okay, all right, no problem. You know what? It's fine, right?
I remember
So like,
watching.
listen, it's okay. It's unnecessary hate. I've had it's fine. It's fine. Comparing me to, you know what? I'm not gonna say anything about other creators, but I'm just saying. Come on now.
I'm not gonna do
I'm in
that.
my own
Okay,
lane.
wait.
I do my own thing. I do my own lives, and I chill by myself, and everybody's still. What's the problem? You know what I mean?
Wait, you muted my best. You literally muted one of my best friends. You need to unmute him now.
Oh my goodness, what's their name? They'll probably spam me some silly
Yeah, I
stuff.
think he was like joking. He was joking. Obviously, he was app addicted.
Who is it?
Girl, can you hear me?
Oh, apodictic. Okay, there. Yeah, go ahead and keep spamming your. Keep
He was like, really not good.
blazing your.
A Train, I know you mentioned like me coming up, but I already cooked you on abortion once. Like you've.
You didn't click me an abortion. I watched after. I don't think you knew, but I heard after, and you're like, "Damn, he has some pretty good points." Goodness gracious, he got me to concede on some good points. Like I did.
I don't think I said those words.
I mean, you said something like,
I
well,
definitely did
actually
not say
had some
those words.
modernity.
Listen, we can play back the clip. All I know is that our debate led to a few conclusions. One, that you don't know where rights come from. Two, that it's okay to have like sex with unconscious babies and then kill them like 5 minutes before they're conscious.
No, you wait.
Yeah, like three. Wait, what else? You said that you value past sentience but can't explain why. Four, you don't know the name of the necessary brain parts in order to have a subjective experience. Five, you don't have a coherent view on what a subjective experience is. Like, I just, there's a lot of conclusions that you came to that I just disagree with. I actually don't think we even know enough about consciousness to even make any, like,
God,
positive
okay,
claims.
buddy.
No, because, like, for
Okay,
example, right, like
buddy.
Jackson Buell, right, or Trevor Waltrip, right, there's been cases of human beings who don't have these brain parts that you would say are necessary to have a subjective experience, but we would still say they could be, like, having a subjective experience.
Oh,
So,
that's
like, this is
like
the problem I have with you.
It's one of the most complicated questions that scientists are still discussing. Like we've discussed this. Like it's like silly to like be like, oh, actually, you don't know. Like it's in like all parts of the brain. It's like there's no like specific. It's not like the hypothalamus. Like this part is all the consciousness. No, it's like
Wait,
spread
no,
out
like
all over the brain. So it's kind of like
what's really dangerous about that view? And I actually don't use this as an argument. It's more of a thought experiment, right? And like I'm sure every pro-lifer has heard this before. I'm sure Glock's familiar, but if you are wrong about like your stance, right, and you're saying that like sentience begins at this point, but it actually begins at another point, like you are risking like slaughtering hundreds of millions of like sentient human beings. Like that's
I
like
mean,
risking something
you're
worse than the
kind of
Holocaust.
forcing people to be raised in environments where they could likely end up being people who, unlike
Girl,
other
it's an
people,
internal
in very
critique.
poor
Don't critique
environments.
back. Like, respond to the
Why are
critique.
you scared of me giving you critique that you're,
No, he's giving you an internal critique. Just you have to respond to
he's
that.
basically comparing our views and saying, oh, what about if, well, I mean, in that,
Me and
I
Glock are
don't think there's
wrong.
any,
Wait,
I don't think,
yeah, go
I
ahead.
get it. I don't value as a person, so I, again, don't view it as sense. I don't think that all life is inherently, valuable all the time, so,
I am actually curious, and like I just said that wasn't like an argument. I just think it's like I would rather be wrong on my stance than like you be wrong on yours, right? But I'm just curious. When you say that like past sentience matters, right? It seems that like when we do have like a brain dead person, right, and a coma patient, it seems that like in their current state, they're both, I guess, although they're not identical descriptively, in terms of what you care about, they are. They're both not having a subjective experience. They both have just quickly. They both have past sentience. It seems the only relevant distinction is the potential to a future sentience, right? So I'm confused. Like, why do you care about past sentience? Like, I don't know if Glock pressed you on this. I haven't watched. I watched like 30 minutes. But you guys have been having like a date for the last hour, so.
hey, buddy, okay, relax, calm down, goddammit. No, but yeah, no, past tensions, absolutely, past memories, view that as a very valuable thing, and obviously a person's ability to actually recall that, for example, is very valuable. For example, especially when people with dementia, they forget about their family. You have those instances where people, they don't remember their family, who they are. It's obviously a very sad thing to see, mainly because, that's their family. Those are the experiences they've had. Those are very valuable things and things that we value. And so it's obviously a very fortunate situation.
Just quickly, let's say like a human being, right? Let's say they weren't sentient currently, and we knew they were going to wake up, right, in like 10 minutes. And when they wake up, they won't have access to these like past experiences, right? Let's say that they would have no memory of their past experiences. If they don't have memory of any past experience, under this view, would you be able to kill this human being who's going to be sentient in like 10 minutes? Because like, sure, they were sentient in the past, but if they don't have access to these like past experiences, then it would just seem like you value it for no reason based on what you just said.
Wait, what are you even describing at this point? Like,
was that not coherent? Wait, just did that make sense or not? I'm confused.
What are you even talking about? You said someone who woke up and then. Can you repeat that?
Wait, just to clarify. Did that make sense or not, Glock, or did I?
That's how it is.
Okay, she understood. Okay, I'm gonna repeat it once more. Okay, cool. I'm gonna repeat it once more. Okay, so. You said that you care about past sentience, typically because there's things like past memories, right, and past experiences that you value. The problem is, let's say there was like a world where there's a human being who we know is going to wake up in like 10 minutes, and they've had past sentience, but they'll have no access to these past experiences, right? They have no access to these past memories that you seem to value. Would it be okay to kill this human being like 10 minutes before they're like sentient or not? Because they won't have access to the things you care about.
So let me just try and simplify what you're saying. You're saying someone was living all happy days and blah, 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 blah. And perhaps they got into a car crash, an unfortunate incident, and then they became unconscious, and then they became conscious again, but didn't have access to any of those past memories, and for some reason managed to magically lose their sentience, which they'll magically regain in 10 minutes.
I mean, sure, you can kind of phrase it to make it sound like unrealistic, but as long as like a hypothetical doesn't like violate any law of logic, there's no problem with the hypothetical. I can give you a hypothetical about unicorns.
Again, it's like, what scenario does this like?
Well, that's just disingenuous. You can't just say what scenario does this happen, and that just seems like that's disingenuous.
What are you even describing? Like, you're just stretching it so much, like. You're stretching it so much.
I'm stretching it, yeah. So what we do is we take your principle, right, and we like take it to its logical absurdity.
No, I know what
That's
you're
what
doing,
we do to test your principle.
For me to show how absurd your scenario is, I don't need to go into like this. What this person then manages to get into this, and then this, and then this. All I need to say is, wow, you're okay with young girls forcing babies.
Okay, like, see, that's disingenuous. Like, okay, that's disingenuous. I don't know why you keep doing this like weird random side comment when I'm trying to like critique your view. But anyway, but you didn't answer the question. If somebody was going to be sentient like very soon, we don't have to say 10 minutes, the next couple of days, and like they had been sentient before, but the reason why you care about past sentience, they won't have access to. So would it be okay to kill this like human being a couple of days before they have these future experiences or not?
But they're not present, right?
No, they wouldn't have present. They're currently not sentient. No, they meet. Okay, cool. So they meet your conjunct in the sense of like they have past. They don't have present, but they have past and future. Sorry, that's your conjunct that you value, right? However, the reason why you care about past, they're not going to have access to these past memories and experiences. So it seems your valuing of the past in this situation would get thrown out the window. So would it be okay to kill this human being like before they're sentient in the future or not?
If they magically manage to lose their past sentience, is what you're saying? I
didn't say they lose their past sentience. They have always obviously been sentient in the past. You can't change the past. But I'm saying they won't have access to the subjective experiences that they were having in the past. They won't have access to the memories. They won't have access to experiences that you apparently care about.
Okay, but they do have access to. They will have access to future sentience.
Yeah, but that's it. Yeah, that's it. Yeah. So would it be okay to kill them like a couple hours before they're sentient or not?
I say, so now you're saying a couple hours. So in a couple of hours, you kind of changed it from 2 days.
Because like you're just going to say it's unrealistic if I say 10 minutes. I don't really care. 10 minutes, 30 seconds, an hour.
30 seconds, okay. So at some point in the future, really stretching it so much, reaching for the stars. Truly, it's insane.
So you're just not going to engage? Like what?
But they would still have present. They presently be sentient, correct? Or they presently be. How's that work?
I've asked the question. I've asked the question like 6 times, and you're refusing to engage.
Without being sentient, Do you even understand what you're saying? How does that work out?
I didn't say they were conscious. I said, oh my gosh, wait, okay, like,
But
I've
then-
explained that. Wait, no, I've explained this 5 times and you aren't answering the question. I'm going to say it once more. There is a human being that has had sentience in the past. They aren't sentient currently, and they will be sentient in the future. They meet your conjunct of past and future. However, the reason why you value past is because they have these like memories, right? These past experiences that they'll be able to remember when they wake up. However, when they wake up, they won't be able to remember these things. So would it be okay to kill this human being just before it becomes sentient? Yes or no? They have been sentient in the past, but they won't remember these past memories and experiences. So it seems like you would be just being absurd or disingenuous to still value past sentience.
Bro, I can't tell if you're actually trolling. This is crazy, bro. Why do you always do all of this? Like, this
Do
is
all what?
actually insane. Like, bro, like, really? Like, seriously? Like, oh my goodness. This is
Okay, so
actually-
you're just not going to engage. Okay, so like, why am I here? Like, I came up and I've asked you the question 7 times now. You haven't gave an answer.
Okay, like, weird question, but okay. Very weird question. Like, it's like me saying...
Yes or no? Can you kill them or not?
It's like
Please
me
don't be
asking another
disingenuous.
It's like me asking other silly questions, but I mean... You know, of course, again, if you said they were sentient in the past.
They were, but the reason you care about past sentience, they don't have access to these past memories that would make you value past sentience. So it seems like you'd throw past sentience out of the window. Would it be
Will
okay
they
to
have
kill them?
access when they're sentient, or when they?
They wouldn't have access. Oh my gosh! Wait, like I'm not being rude, but like I have
No,
asked
but
this
I'm
question.
actually trying to understand. Would they have access to these past memories when they become sentient?
I've made it clear that they won't. That's the whole point.
Okay, so they won't ever gain
No,
access
no.
to those past memories ever again. Is what you're saying?
Nope. Nope. The memory's wiped clean.
I mean, they did have sentience in the past, so again,
But the reason why you value sentience in the past isn't present. So why would you value sentience in the past now?
you said the reason why I wouldn't value it isn't present.
Yeah, the whole reason why you value past sentience is because of access to these past memories and experiences. But when we take that away, you're still saying you value past sentience. That seems like a contradiction. Or you must have another reason why you value past sentience.
I could value sentence itself, and I can value even more depending on whether there's more, memories that can make it more valuable. Doesn't mean the baseline of
memories?
sentence is necessarily valuable.
Like what?
Yeah,
Human values based off how many memories you have? Like shit, I guess 1-year-olds are
I
screwed.
can
Like,
see how valuable certain things would be, but the fact that they even had sentience, I could simply say, yeah, that makes them valuable, which is my point. Past sentience. The fact that they were sentient, that makes them valuable.
yeah, you just were stating that they were sentient, therefore they're valuable, doesn't explain why past sentience matters. The reason that you gave, we just refuted.
Because they were sentient. How much?
Yeah, you're just repeating your conjunct without explaining why it matters. That's like me saying, "Oh yeah, it matters because it matters." It's circular.
That's the fundamental. We're at a point of fundamental, belief as to why I believe a certain thing. Fundamentally, they're part of sentience, so I fundamentally believe it. Like, how else you want me to say it? That's a simple.
So you believe something because you believe something, and when we refute the reason why you believe something, you don't know why you believe
I
this
said
thing.
believe it because they were sentient. I value that.
Oh my gosh, bro.
That's one of the reasons.
Okay, if you said to me or Glock right now, right? I saw you debating earlier. If you said to Glock or me, "Hey, why do you value future sentience?" Because I value future sentience. Yeah, but why? Because I value future sentience. That thing. It's just restating what we value. That's exactly what you're doing.
Oh god. I don't know. I can't tell if you're trolling, bro.
You can't tell if
Why do you
I'm
have to go through
trolling.
the ultimate ridiculous scenarios and
Oh, okay. There we go.
things to bring up? Like, it's just like, sure, if you want to constantly keep coming and constantly dig at some point and just like
You
it's
just give
weird.
circular
It's just a
reasoning
weird type of
and
thing to do.
you didn't justify your stance. Like your position on abortion's trash.
No, it's not. I mean,
Yes, it is.
I think again, we're talking about more philosophy here. So supporting, you think women should go to prison for life for, getting an abortion. I think that's morally reprehensible. So again, that's fundamentally what this is always going to come down to. That I think what your position is morally awful. I mean, again,
I'm just gonna take it as a. I'm gonna take it as a concession. You seem like you're refusing to engage. I don't know how anybody else sees that.
Why do you value life at conception?
Why do I value life at conception?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I grant moral consideration to like human beings or beings in general, but I give human rights to
Okay,
humans
but what
that have
about
the
what about?
potential. Can I finish? Can I
Okay, yeah,
finish?
sure. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
that have the potential for like future like experiences, right? Such as a future subjective experience, what we often call sentience. Right? And I think it's wrong to kill these human beings because you're depriving them of their existence. And I think the reason why death in of itself is harmful is not because of like the experience of pain or the perception of harm, but rather because death in of itself is harmful. All right, because death deprives a human being of their very existence and their future, and this seems to be why I think killing you would be harmful. That is,
Okay, so
I
let's
truly
say
think
there
that's
was
the
a
reason I'm
child.
convinced.
Let's say there was a child who was going to be born with a very painful, type of cancer or disease, and they were going to live a very short lifespan of 2 years. And you knew this would happen. In some cases, you can, screen for whether a child is going to have some sort of,
So now I'm being on. So
In
wait,
that
so quickly,
case,
wait, so quickly,
you
wait,
would be okay with
wait.
1 second.
So
Well, I'm
wait,
not
no, because
finished.
this is
Hold on, relax.
disingenuous.
You gotta finish. Just relax.
Okay,
You let
go
yourself
ahead.
speak. So in that case, you'll be perfectly fine with children with cancer, very painful diseases. You'll be fine with letting that child, live for the very painful couple of years and then passing away. And it will be a bad thing to, get an abortion or not allow that child to live because, again, all conscious experience is always better than non-conscious experience, which is what
Okay.
the point Glock was making, which is what I found absolutely insane.
So cool. So you said that my point was unrealistic, but you've just given an example where you would somehow have epistemic knowledge to access to like the future.
Oh, so you
all
don't
right?
think that we can
Like I
screen-
just
you
I
think
know
that
I just think
you don't
like
think
for
that
you
we
to
can
call
screen for
no
certain
I'm gonna engage
diseases?
because I'm gonna engage because I'm not disingenuous like you, but like you said my example was like unrealistic, but you just gave a really unrealistic situation.
Oh, it's
Suppose a
unrealistic
child,
to
suppose we,
screen for
I'm
certain
responding, I'm
things.
answering
Okay,
your question. Suppose a child is gonna like suffer, right? I don't think we should do something intrinsically evil to will the good of another. So like, I don't think that like we should do intrinsically evil things, even if it's to will some kind of good conclusion. So yeah, I wouldn't be okay with killing an innocent human being, even if it's to prevent some kind of future suffering. I don't believe in that.
Very good. So I think it's pretty evil to, force a child to have to go through suffering and then to just be unalive from that suffering anyways, rather than giving them a peaceful end where they can, I guess be, unalive very peacefully when they can. But you're forcing children to go through very painful things, and not only just the child who's gonna, live those couple of years with painful things such as cancer. And you said unless you had epistemic, I don't think you've
Yeah,
ever had
because like you said that
screening
my
for certain-
you're
when
saying you have
pregnant-
access. Yeah, good.
when
You're,
you're
you're saying
screening,
you're saying that
one
you have
second,
access to the
One
future.
second.
Okay.
You can screen for certain, harmful diseases like Down syndrome. You can screen for these things even when the child's in the womb, well before, you even get to the 20-week mark. But not only would you be fine with, forcing that child to be tortured for a couple of years and then be unalive because all life and experience is valuable to non-existence, which I think is truly insane, which is why I found Glock also that point was truly insane. But also,
Okay.
you'd
Bro,
be fine
you
with
do
that.
realize
Let's say,
do
hold
you
on,
want
let's say-
disingenuous? Wait, you just spoke for a while.
No,
Let
one
me say
second.
something.
No,
Wait,
no,
you
one
just spoke for a while. Can I
One more
respond?
point. I'll let you speak. One more point. But you'd also be fine with another child who, unfortunately, in a case was raped to have to carry that.
That doesn't
child.
follow. That's disingenuous. Just because I don't
be
think
okay with both of
wait,
those
can I
things.
respond? Can I respond? Cool. So just because a pro-lifer doesn't think a child should be able to kill an innocent child, it doesn't follow that we're okay with a child being pregnant. Like for example, suppose you said to me, right, there's two buttons. One button kills one person, one button kills 5 people. If I press the button that kills one person, it doesn't mean I'm okay or happy about pressing that button. It just means